2 more minutes. We're going to spend most of the time on bottom today. I want to give you guys a little break on your feet and work on some skills from the bottom position, bottom referee position. Time. Get a little stretch here with your lower back in that sprawl position. Arch your back, punch your hips down, looking up. All the weight's in your hands, in your hips. Roll your hips. Should feel good stretch in your lower back, your shoulders, your neck if you're getting a good stretch. Roll your back. And make sure you're breathing through these motions. Let's get some rolls and then some V-sits. So you're gonna roll all the way back, hands going on the ground here, and then you're gonna come up, legs wide, and get a good stretch. So it's like this, hands down, feet back, roll back, stretch. You get 10 good ones here. Always good to spend some time with your flexibility every day. Once you're done there, sit back on your feet. Punch your knees down and start leaning back. You can put your hands on your heels like this, or you can go all the way down if you can. But the big thing, try and keep your knees on the ground as you go all the way back. You should feel a good stretch. Again, in your shoulders, in your knees, your quads. If you can, go all the way back to your head. Almost. I used to be able to do it. Oh, there you go. There you go, Benny. Easy, easy. And that's a position. You look like you're flat. I mean, that's a position. You look like you're completely flat, even though your knees are bent like that. I used to be able to do it. I'm not as flexible anymore. Nice, Betty. That's some serious flexibility. Can you do it, Jasmine? You got Brandon doing it. You got Benny. Ah, you got it easy. 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 Alright, left leg out. Roll your knee a little bit here. So I'm on my back knee. Front knee's out. Just rolling my joint out. Because it's got to open up your hips. Do the other leg once you're ready. And you can even put the same side elbow inside your knee and then lean forward all the way down. And it gets you a good stretch, opens up your hips, your abductors. All right. We're going to start here. We're going to start on bottom. If you have a mat, wonderful. If you're on carpet, just be careful you don't crushing yourself. But we're going to start referee position. Clearing our hand. The big thing is always whatever side my opponent's on, and we're going to do both sides. Clear your hand. Your hand is literally going to replace your other hand. All right? Clear it. Now I want to get my hips right where I clear that hand. So my hips are going to, my butt is going to go right where that hand goes. So here, other hand tucks, elbow in. Now I want to throw my back leg so my butt hits right where my hand is. Now I'm tucked in a little ball right here. Not here. I'm here. I'm leaning forward a little bit. Elbows are sealing off. All right? And now I'm just going to tuck. Now I'm not going to do this. I don't want to hit my elbow and have all this space. I want to hit the top of my head, my shoulder, and my knee. So top of the head, shoulder, and knee. Right here. And now from there, from here, I can high leg all the way over and pop all the way out. And get ready for my next one. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Top of the head, shoulder, and knee. And you notice my leg comes up with me. So that allows me to go right back to another sit position. Look. Alright. So you don't have to go really fast right now. Get the technique. I don't think I've spent any time doing sit-outs. Maybe very early on, we did some sit-outs, but this would be good to get us back moving on bottom, and then I'm gonna introduce some other stuff, stand-ups, hip heists, switches, things like that. So let's go like 1 minute goes. You don't have to go super fast. Clear your hand, clear your hips, top of your head, top of your shoulder and knee, back out to here again. Keep alternating directions. All right, good. There you go. Shoulder, top of your head and shoulder, Brandon. Not your back. Lean forward a little bit. Yup. There it is. There you go. There you go. High leg.
Can you show me how you're getting to your next sit-out after you turn in?
Yeah. There's a little transition there. And this is really, And you have to remember, like when I'm in an actual, we're doing a drill, right? So we're trying to have some continuity. But when you're in a wrestling match, you don't want to do this. Like you don't want to do a full sit out, and now you're back in referee position, right? You always have to try and improve your position. So when I sit out, and I go top of the head, shoulder, top of my shoulder and knee, watch this leg. It's in position for my back one to come right back out again. All right? You see how my leg stays up? So now my left leg can sit right underneath again. I'm just always trying to put myself in position to move again. Otherwise, you never want to do this. Sit, turn, and now I'm in referee position. Because once you go back to referee position, you've just sort of wasted that whole first move, right?
Yeah.
You're always trying to improve. So your back leg has to sort of come up with you. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Nice. Yep. Very good. Very good, Jazz. And now Benny's doing like a tripod on his head, which is okay. Benny's doing this. He's getting to the sit out, and then he's going up to his head like this. And I think that's good. A tripod to your head is good when you're sensing your opponent can't get around, and you can scoop up a Peterson. It puts you in a good position to scoop up a Peterson. Right there. So you go sit, you go turn, and then here, scoop, sit, Peterson. So that's all preference though. I never really was a Peterson guy. I never did Petersons. But that's a preference. It's all preference, where you want to go. To your head is really safe though too, because now you're not on your elbows, right? When you're down here tucked, it's easy to sort of always, not easy, but this sort of happens. You always end up sort of on your elbow sometimes, and then your wrist gets stuck. So this just reminds you not to be on your elbows. You're in good position. So that's all preference. Yeah, nice. Time, let's go tripod. Start a tripod. Right here. You get 10 good diving push-ups. Get another good stretch in here for a moment. Hurdler. Right leg out. Left leg. So now we're gonna make it a little more realistic. When we get to our butt, this time we're fighting hands. I wanna put you guys in sort of this hand fight mentality, because if we do this, even if we do this right and we seal out, most times somebody's gonna, their hands are gonna be underneath your elbows. All right, so it's always, remember, you're always attacking opposite hand. So if they're tight waist hand, right? So if they're lined up on my left and I sit away from them, I clear the hand, I sit, their tight waist is right here, right? So I attack it left hand, elbow, right hand, push it out, seal. Left hand, elbow, fight, roll it, seal. So we'll spend, and this is what we'll do, we'll imagine we're attacking opposite hand, elbow, fight in, push it out, seal, and then we'll do the other side. Opposite hand, elbow in, push it out, seal. And now we're gonna go. And I want you guys, see my position right here? You see how I'm like, you see how it looks like I'm ready to spring this way? I'm not ready to come up because I'm in position, I'm in like good power position to go this way at that point. So we always want to try and utilize our motion and our movement in a more in an efficient way. So again, they're lined up on my left. I clear that arm. I get my butt to my hand. Attack opposite, elbow in, seal. Attack opposite, elbow in, seal. Now I'm going to sit, turn, and look at my position again. I sat, I turned, and then once you get to here, all we're gonna do is get our back leg out of there, like this. Right now, once you get to here, just kick your leg out. Just kick your leg. And then backhand, boom. Yeah. Just be careful, Benny, Jasmine, you guys are on hard, or don't have a mat. Yeah, good. That's perfect. The big thing, I just want you guys to see where your momentum is going, all right? Because it seems like you can come straight up, and there's an opportunity to come straight up. But I think a lot of times we generate a lot of power to go forward, creating more space. Very good. Remember to clear. Opposite hand, elbow in, seal. Opposite hand, elbow in, seal. And you notice how I do it. I'm doing this very deliberately, as if somebody's actually behind me. Boom, elbow in, boom, elbow in. We have to make this as realistic as possible, because we don't have somebody behind us. So we have to, like, mentally we have to put ourselves there and make it hard. Like literally I'm imagining I'm grabbing that hand, it's hard, and then the elbow comes in crashing in. All right? That's where we're at right now. Good work. And I like doing these drills with nobody, because these are not fun with somebody behind you. I mean, there's nothing really fun about this stuff. But it's so important. It's so important to do it. Yes. Nice work, Jasmine. Nice work. Good work, Benny. That's it. Kick. Brandon, when you kick your leg, when you're here, when you get to this position, and you kick your leg, you want to keep going this way. Yeah, keep going left. Keep going to your left. That's it. That's it. Yes. Good work. Good work. Good movement. Good movement, Jasmine. Time. Let's go 30 seconds. Just start right here. Just keep going opposite hand, elbow, fight, clear it. 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 30 seconds. And what I do to make it feel more, you know, there's nothing that's going to replace somebody having a good partner. But right now I'm just clenching up my shoulders. I'm tensing everything up like a turtle right here. I don't know, what is Benny, Coach Swagger, what's he call it? Turtling? I don't know. There's like these weird names. I'm like clenching everything up to make it feel somewhat realistic. And you notice my movements are just, my elbows are still in. I'm just going like this with my hands. And remember, you're clearing your wrist, so you have to roll your wrist out, punch it back in. All right, so we're gonna go 30 seconds here. Ready, set, go. Ten seconds. Time. Shake it out. We're gonna do it again. Let's go 2 on one side this time. So attack right, attack that hand, elbow fight, clear it. Attack the hand again, elbow fight, clear it. Attack the left, elbow fight, clear it. Attack the left again, elbow fight, clear it. Just do 2 in a row now on one side. This is just muscle memory, and we're gonna shift to a different, something different from here after. All right, ready? Go! Yep, lean forward a little bit, Jasmine. Yeah, you wanna be, the more you lean forward, you keep closing up those gaps. Up here, you create more space. The smaller you can get, the smaller those holes, those entries become. Seal all those holes up, yes. And make sure your elbow is like, it's literally punching your rib. Like I punch my rib with my elbow to make sure it's airtight. Yeah. Time. We're gonna go one more here. One little adjustment too. So number 1, my feet are up. My knees are up. I'm leaning forward slightly. I don't want to be leaning back. Because you can see, as soon as I do this, it creates more space, and then they can suck me back. The other thing is, my hands aren't in. The only time my hands go in here is to attack. All right? So my hands aren't like this, sitting right here. They're always like out by my knees. You see where my hands are out by my knees? So I can, effectively, I'm protecting this whole part of my leg too. All right? But if they're in here, now they can start grabbing my wrist. So I always want to have still want to have my hands out near my knees. And then the only time they're going to come in is when I'm attacking opposite, and clearing it. And then they're right back here again. All right. So now let's just do every other side again. Ready? Every other side. Set. Go. That's it, that's it, that's it. Bring your knees up a little bit more, Benny. A little bit more. Yeah. So you're tucked, more tucked. Yeah, it doesn't have to look fast. It just has to be, very deliberate, and you know where your hands are going, you know where your opponent's hands are. Yep, the big thing is keeping your hands out front, and when they come in, you're attacking. You're isolating one hand. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Tripod again. This time, hold it. All you're gonna do is just get a good stretch here. You don't want to hit your head, your elbow, or your knees, but you're getting a good stretch. You can fall back. But the big thing, I feel like the one area that we neglect in wrestling is flexibility. And the one place that you really need to be flexible is on bottom, right? Bottom is the hardest area in wrestling. And everybody has, generally, as you get better in wrestling, everybody's relatively equal in strength and speed and stamina and endurance. But flexibility is generally always sort of iffy with an athlete, and that can be the difference in getting out on somebody. Being flexible, being able to handle, somebody riding you hard. Another 30 seconds. Time. 10 mountain climbers. Alright, here we go. So I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible, what you would actually see. And sometimes you'll end up just going to this position where you start a referee position like this, and then the top person pulls you into that position. Alright, you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me turn this radio down a little bit. So, we can get to this position. It doesn't have to be us sitting there, but it could come from us just waiting for the whistle. The next thing you know, the opponent pulls us right here into that sit position, right? So number one, nothing changes with it. Elbows are in, we're sealing off. I'm protecting this whole part of my leg with my forearm in my hand. I'm attacking, if I need to clear out from underneath, especially sometimes they ride like this underneath, right? They ride just with hooks underneath, and that's the same thing. Attack, clear it, attack, clear it. And now there's a leg in. All right, so now we're faced with the leg. Remember on this, you have to remember the order of operation. If they've got two hooks and they got a leg, as soon as you do this and attack the leg, guess what? Now they're on your wrists. Like you're in big trouble at that point. So when we get pulled into that position, and we'll start here, referees, and they pull us right here. They pull us right here. Attack the hook, elbow in. Attack the hook, and you notice every time I attack it, my elbow comes up slightly to push it out, and then seal. Now there's a foot in. It doesn't matter what side. attack the foot with both hands, push it out. Do not pull that. You have to, I see this happen too many times where somebody grabs the foot and they pull it in and it gets tighter. And now you're in big trouble. So we're gonna take the foot, heel, I'd say heel and the toe, push it out and plant it on that side. And now post it on one hand, post one hand on it. Now we're gonna just hip heist over the top of it. All right, yes, so you're turning, what happens is you're turning down their legs and you end up in, you're probably gonna get 1 point escape right there. And you could ultimately turn it into a reversal. All right, so the whole thing, referee, whistle blows, I get pulled. Referee's position, whistle blows, I get pulled right here. Attack top hand, seal. Attack top hand, opposite hand, seal. Attack the leg, the foot, push it out. Hop your hips over it. Now you can imagine hopping your hips and sliding down the legs and go away from my opponent and just get one. Or you can imagine once I push it out, now I'm in this crackdown position. All right, in crackdown, we've got one leg with our inside arm. All right, and at that point, we're on our hips, and we're trying to scoot that leg right here. And now we got a reversal. So I would do both. I would do the one where you're trying to hip heist all the way out, down their legs and away. And then when you sort of get, not stuck, but you end up in that crackdown position. Let me, you got a question, Benny? What? I don't think I can hear you. What happened to my volume? Hold on. All right, Benny.
Can you explain how you get to the crackdown position again?
Yeah. I'm gonna show it on this thing. So imagine this is their leg. This is their legs, two legs. I really need to build this thing out, but one leg's in. And if you could keep one leg out just by like sort of trapping it underneath on one side, that's great. But if both are in, like literally, if you've got two arms and two legs, remember, attack the arms first. The biggest thing you have to remember is do not attack the legs until you get the arms out. Attack, and now clear one boot, clear the other boot. Now at that point, since I'm already posting on this side, I'm going to hip heist out on that side. All right. When I do that, this is the position that happens. You sort of, your shoulders buried right here, the legs right here. The big thing is you don't want to be up here like this, because now they can chest lock you, they can crotch lift you. So you gotta be heavy with your hips down like this. Now, what my bottom leg's gonna do, it's gonna sneak under that leg. So I load it and I grab the heel, and now I want to load that up on my hip, and now I can start turning my hips back. So from there, you should effectively have 2 points right there. The official should give you 2 points at that point. Once you load that leg right here, and you've tipped them into danger, at that point you can lock your hands. This is a position where you can put them in danger, wrap your hands around their waist, and drive in. Alright? Many people don't know that. Any pinning combination, you can lock your hands. Hip down, yep. Yeah, scissor your legs. Load that leg up. Now turn your hips. Now turn your, yeah. Almost like a tripod, Benny. So once I'm ready to turn my hips, so I'll sneak my bottom knee under, and then I'll start slowly, I'll get to here, and now I'm here. I'm in this sort of tripod position. Now I'll drive. Because I need to put them in danger. Yes. I need to put my opponent in danger at that point. And there's a lot of fun technique on a crackdown that you can do. Virtually we're getting really creative right now. I don't know if anybody's taught a virtual crackdown position. I'm inventing all the virtual teaching of all these positions. Nice, I like it. The biggest thing is just remembering the order of operation. The order of operation of going through this stuff. Are you stuck, Brendan? You look stuck. Where are you stuck? Like the crackdown? Once you're there?
So I got like, I took the leg, put it here, got to here.
Yep, now...
I don't understand. Am I loading it to this leg?
Yeah, imagine your right arm is underneath like this, under their leg. But your shoulder's got to be under there. You have to imagine, you don't want that leg here and you got all this space. You got to be tight, like this. And you can even post your arm out like this. Like that's one thing that I do. I'll be in the scissor position and I'll post my arm out. Now, sometimes your bottom leg will sneak under your opponent's leg. So it makes it easy to when you start loading this thing up to turn this way. And you're basically just try. Now at that point you let go because that leg's trapped on your hip. You drive forward, they bail out, and now you're on top.
Huh. It's weird. I thought the leg was a lot shorter than it was.
Well, some people. Well, that's the interesting thing. People who have long legs, I think it's easier to do this against people with short legs because it's harder to get a short leg up on your hip, right? Mm-hmm. So, and if they have a short leg, that like Betty, your legs are like mine. They're short. If they're short, that makes this bottom leg even more critical to lift this leg up. Because if it's short, you're not going to be able to load this foot up here, probably. So the bottom leg starts to, see how my bottom leg lifts it? And now I can start turning my hips into it to load it. So that bottom leg in that crackdown position, really important. Yep. Yep. Scissor your legs. Yeah. Load it. Yes. And sometimes when you start loading it right here, sometimes when you get to right here, they're going to bail out, and now you're sort of on this single leg again. Remember we did that single leg where it's up here on your hip? You just gotta be very aware that when you get to here, your opponent might already bail out and they're starting to run away. But if you've got that foot trapped right here, now that's their foot, then you just climb up and finish it like a normal single leg. Good job. This stuff's not easy. This stuff's not easy without a partner to visualize. So you guys are doing a good job. Good work. That hand fight, I'd say that hand fight is the most important thing because you can't even get to this other stuff unless you know how to hand fight out. Hand and elbow fight out. Yup. Good work. Time. Let's go back to that sit turn drill. Let's go 1 minute. 1 full minute. Sit, turn, go the other way. 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 Alright, we'll go 1 minute. Ready? Go! Now we're picking the pace back up. Make sure when you're designing your practice, coaches, if you're watching this, even athletes who just do their own workouts, make sure you have some intense periods of drilling, because you don't want to be in this habit of just doing 1 hour, same pace, same drilling, same move. It's a quick and easy way to get really stale. Now some days, yeah, you want to take an hour, do an easy drill with somebody, but that might just be just a secondary workout. You always need a primary workout, wrestling workout each day with some rest. That's it. Good movement, good movement, good movement. Good movement, Jasmine. Nice. Yes, stay off your elbow, Brandon. The biggest thing, stay off your elbow. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Breathe, shake it out. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go again. We're gonna sit. We're gonna clear, turn, sit, clear, turn, sit, clear, turn, sit, clear, turn. Just being really aware of our positioning. All right. Here we go. Ready. Go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Off your elbow. Stay off your elbow. That's the hardest part about this, especially when you're trying to get some speed under it. Top of your head, top of your shoulder. Good work, good work, good work. We haven't even got to our feet yet. I love this, I love this. All bottom today. 15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, time. We're gonna go one more. We're gonna go one more. It's gonna be, instead of sitting, our opponent pulls us here. Instead of sitting, my opponent pulls me right here. So remember, if they're on my left, they're taking my left arm away and pulling my hips this way. Right? So they're pulling me in. I'm clear. Let's clear one. Let's kill it a foot. Let's post it and hip heist out. All right. So we'll go 1 minute. Alternate. Clear one arm. Clear 1 foot. Hip heist down. And reset. Go the other way. Okay. Last one here. Ready. Set. Go. Good work, good work, good work. Hip heist, hip heist. 15 seconds. There you go, there you go. Four, three, two, one, time. Good work. Get a drink. Get a quick drink. We're gonna finish up. Quick drink, and then we'll finish up with like 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. All right. Since we've done all bottom, I've emphasized flexibility. With flexibility comes your trunk and your core, and just being super strong. We're gonna finish off with one functional exercise, and then we're done. This isn't that hard. It's not hard, but it takes some concentration and it takes some coordination to do it. But basically, you just gotta be on your butt. Your hands are gonna be out in front. I thought of the position when we're right here, because we have to be really strong. We're gonna get here a lot. In folk style, we're gonna get here a lot. In freestyle, probably not. You're not gonna be here much in freestyle, but you guys all wrestling folk style. You probably have 3 or 4 more years. Jasmine, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
So you got a couple years. Benny, you literally got 4. Brandon, what you got? 3? 1 more?
Well, I'm a junior too.
Okay, so you got 2 more. I hope you guys have a season. but it's so you got to be strong here. So this is all we're gonna do, and I'm gonna start over here, and I'm gonna make my way all the way over to the other side. I'm gonna be in that sit position, but my feet are gonna be off the ground. All I'm gonna do is try and scoot my butt all the way over there. You wanna do your best without your feet touching the ground. So it's gonna take you really engaging your core and being tight like a ball to get there. Now you guys, use your discretion. I can't see all your spaces, but you want to try and challenge yourself and go as far as you can without falling down. Touching your hands to the ground, touching your feet to the ground, and challenge yourself. And you're gonna start to feel it right here in your core. Our glutes, our butt's getting some work here too. Just don't crush your tailbone if you're on hard ground. There you go, there you go. Oh, there you go, Brandon. Seriously though, once you do a bunch of these and you figure out how to move your body without using your arms or your legs, you really start to figure out how to use your core, how to engage your core, how to maximize your body. Try and stay tight with it. Yeah, there you go. Try and stay tight with your elbows still. Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. I think the big thing is I sort of kick my feet. I kick my feet down. Woo! Oh, nice, Brandon. And everybody's going to be different here because some people have really good core, strong trunk, and that's good. But other people, you got to work on it. And even if it's strong, you can always get it stronger and maintain it. Yeah. Let's go 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I keep you on the clock for 2 more minutes. Come on, Benny, get your butt off. Try and move your butt. Literally try and move your whole body with your butt. There you go, Jasmine, you got it. There you go. Oh, you got it, Benny, now. You got it. 1 minute. 1 more minute. Good work. Good work. Good work, good work, good work. "30 seconds. 30 more seconds. Four, three, two, one, time. Good job. Good job. There's another way you can do that. Do this drill. It's like you're on your shoulders like this, and you gotta wiggle your way across. I can't. This one's harder actually. That one's way harder. But I figure that one will still give you a good workout. It'll work your core. Now, if you were having a little bit of trouble, Benny, it wasn't like a lot of trouble, but you might have a weak core. There's nothing wrong with having a weak core. It's a good sign to know to start strengthening it up. And you notice when we think about our core, our trunk, we always think about sit-ups, right? Because it's flexing this part of your muscles. But the biggest thing with your trunk is trying not to move your trunk and moving everything else. If that makes sense. You're trying to keep your trunk isolated and not move at all to strengthen it. Right? In wrestling it happens a lot. If we need to go over there, my trunk doesn't move, it's my legs and my arms, right? But our trunk we still have to be strong right here. If somebody snaps us down while we're going over here, and our core is not strong and tight, right? We're gonna have a hard time. So I would say make sure you guys are doing at least 2 times a week. At least 2 times a week. Trunk training, strengthen up your core. And let me know if you guys need any help with it. But otherwise, it was a good workout. I thought it was a good change of pace. getting on bottom and not grinding our legs out today. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday if you guys can join me on the Instagram Live. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys either Friday or next Sunday. All right, nice work. And you guys look for your t-shirts this week.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Good job. Good job, everybody.
Have a good day.
You too.